there's some people she works with, they have a month to live. You know what I mean? And they're the happiest people around,
Wow.
how she can get them to do stuff. And people just hearing it from that point of view, from a scientific point of view, it just reaffirms everything I've done, my whole career, how the mind controls the body. The mind's never neutral. It's either for you or against you, and like you just said earlier, we sabotage ourselves. We get ourselves in this, but she just backs it up from a science point of view. And, it's all about the mental strength. So no, I learned so much, but she really reaffirmed what I've been putting into, whether it be kids, adults, any age, any level, my whole career.
You just sort of touched on one thing. You spoke about like what you visualize in the mind and what goes into your mind. And like the concept of visualization is an interesting concept because a lot of, success books and mindset books, they speak about visualization. And I'm curious if visualization has anything significant to do with being a better athlete or winning the match or winning the game. Is there a piece of it that works well, or is this something that you don't subscribe to?
No, it's in my wheelhouse for sure. There's an old saying, seeing is believing. If you've been there and done that, okay, already in your mind, it will bring tranquility and calmness and confidence. I tell this story all the time, and this isn't really visualization, and I'll get more to that in a second. Venus was playing in the semifinals of the U.S. Open. She ran 10 feet off the court. She's in a tiebreaker. She hits this backhand angle cross court from outer space, the most amazing angle ever. Then Spurley a double false, and Venus goes to the finals to play Hingis. And they ask her, how'd you hit that shot? You were like 10 feet off ice stadium. You hit an amazing angle. Like no other. She goes, well, ever since I was a little kid, I was taught to run for a little ball. I was taught to run for every ball. So what that meant, she already was in that neighborhood back in the day, way off the court. And what I'm saying is, if you've been there, done that, it's powerful. Now, regarding the picture part of it, creativity and imagination are the most powerful artists and writers and, painters, to have that creativity, and they picture it, they see it in their mind. The reason why people don't do this, and out front, they rather run and sweat and more repetitions, hit more balls. That's a part of it. You need repetition, but the practice in your mind takes discipline, and people don't have discipline. They think it's boring. It doesn't work. See yourself hitting the perfect forehand all the time, or the perfect backhand, or picture it in your mind. I tell people, this is the way I coach. You call up the line, you bounce it so many times, you take a deep breath, you picture it over there, see it going in there, add the crowd, add color. This is the way I teach, and make it real, and I make the kids at least have the discipline with me to visualize. Okay, how many times have you or anybody out there say, oh, I play better after I watch a tennis match? Because that imprint is in their head, the moving, and they're not being judgmental and all that good stuff. So visualization is important. It's one of the most neglected things, I think, in sport. But I think at the highest level, the Joker, who is the GOAT, by the way, you could go down the Yellow Brick Road. All the best athletes, I guarantee, they don't maybe come out and say it. They visualize so much when they meditate, when they take a deep breath, they picture it, and the mind is strong. And one more story about that.